These are the 7 heavy letters in Arabic, which are also called حروف الاستعلاء or حروف التفخيم, which we also discussed with more details in the previous lesson. However, in this lesson, we'll learn that not all heavy letters are the same in their heaviness, but there are letters that are heavier than others within the category of tafkhim or isti'la. And this can be caused by the set of sifat al-itbaq and al-infitah, which is the main focus of this 4th lesson of the Sifat series. This is also the last set of sifat to be discussed under the category of characteristics with opposites, which are the characteristics that come in pairs. So let's get started and see what these characteristics are all about. So, this set of sifat is possibly the most straightforward set to understand and to apply on your tajweed. Al-itbaq means closure or adhesion. Al-infitah means opening. Simply put, al-infitah and al-itbaq both refer to how the sound passes through, between the tongue and the roof of the mouth. In the case of itbaq, so closure or adhesion, and as the name suggests, the tongue and the roof of the mouth are closing down and adhering to each other, and so the passage of air between the tongue and the roof of the mouth is narrowed, which then in turn causes resistance when air passes through. This happens with only 4 letters: Sad, Dad, Ta, Dha. So for any of these letters, we notice that the tongue is moving up, or certain parts of the tongue depending on the letter, of course. So the tongue moves up towards the roof of the mouth, causing the passage of air in that small area to be narrowed. This is where the name itbaq comes from. You can notice this movement when we pronounce any of these letters. As, al, at, al. However, for infitah, the opposite happens. So the tongue and the roof of the mouth are apart, causing the passage of air between the tongue and the roof of the mouth to open up, allowing a quick exit for the air with little or no level of resistance. This happens with all the rest of the letters. So that is the basic premise of this set of characteristics. But then, why should we care about this? How is this important in learning tajweed? Well, understanding this trait or characteristic can help you improve the application of tafkhim or heaviness. And here's how. As you have seen, every letter of itbaq is a heavy letter, but not every heavy letter is a letter of itbaq. And this is the main point of discussion here. 4 of the heavy letters have the trait of itbaq, and 3 of them have the trait of infitah. The heavy letters that have itbaq are typically heavier than the other heavy letters that have infitah. And this happens when they occur in all situations. So with fatha followed by alif, that is the highest level of heaviness, Dad in that position should produce a heavier sound than, for example, ghain in a similar situation. Da, damir, damir, ghafir, da, gha. And in positions when the letters have kasra, the difference in heaviness remains the same. طفل, طفل, قنوان, قنوان, طي, قي. Having said that, it doesn't mean that the heavy letters with infitah should be pronounced lightly. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that these 4 letters are a notch heavier than the other 3 heavy letters, and that the heavy letters with infitah should not get any extra or artificial heaviness added to them. So, this is the relevance of itbaq and infitah to heavy letters and their application. What is their practical application for light letters then? Well, as it happens, in the case of light letters, it doesn't really add any new information than what we have already discussed when we discussed the trait of istifal. So going into detail about infitah with light letters will not really benefit you in terms of practical application on your tajweed. It can in theoretical study, but this is outside the scope of this course. So this is the fourth and final set of characteristics that have opposites. So far we discussed jahr versus hams, shidda versus rakhawa, isti'la versus istifal. These are all four sifat that have opposites. And for the sake of completion, you have to know that there is a fifth set of characteristics which have opposites. They are al-idlaq versus al-ismat. But I then deliberately skipped this set because they have no application or any effect on your tajweed whatsoever. And they're only included as theoretical division, which is then to be used with morphology, or in Arabic, the study of sarf. So that's why I did not include them in this course, because we're mainly focusing on tajweed. And starting from next lesson, insha'Allah, we'll discuss the unique characteristics of letters, which are the sifat that have no opposites. Thanks for watching. If you want to start reading and understanding the Quran in Arabic, then you should start your journey right here. And don't forget to check out my latest book, which goes perfectly with this free course. I'll leave the links for all of them in the description, so check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.